Blessings, welcome forward to Reasonings right here at the Tree of Life. I'm your host, the great owl, Jerome Butler, in the presence of my co-host, brother Ramon Singh. Perfect love, brother Singh. How are we today? Life and blessing. Perfect love. Yes, brother, very interesting moment, you know. We are growing as a channel, as a network, as a production house. Sure. Doing more things. Uploaded our first official music video, and as you were saying off camera, this will be the beginning of many more, you know, efforts such as this. Hallelujah. Lots of collaborations between yourself and myself, and yeah, so we know that, you know, this effort is a step in the right direction. You know, I promised the Most High God years ago, before I was, you know, even recognized, I say, as a poet, right, that if I ever got the opportunity to be able to reach the people as an artist, a spoken word artist, that I would do free music, right, for the soul of the people. Music that people can just, you know, go and have, and, you know, they don't need my permission to have it, to download it, to use it in whatever way. And if you want, if they have an issue to download it from like the SoundCloud, you just contact me, you know, and I can give you the copy of it directly. It can be used for your campaigns, and as long as it's dealing with wholeness of spirit, you know, togetherness amongst the human family. It don't have to be along the you know, the Israel-Jacob perception that we use, but, you know, it's still about anthropology and about the harmony of the spirit. So I want to give thanks to everyone who participated in this video production, from our humble brother Singh here, who did some amazing work in terms of filming and editing. Yeah, and myself from in front the scenes doing the directing and the writing of the whole script and concept writing, and Kafari more for, you know, taking my visions of the music I want and being able to arrange it and compose it and arrange it and translate my different nuances. And this is a little bit of a ska record, not so much reggae ska, you know. I want to give thanks once again to the entire Tree of Life family, you know, Was, Mystic Kush, and everyone that contributed clips from the human family, right, to kind of, you know, bring it all together. So love and blessings to you. So our current offering is in the very essence of the theme of wake up. So wake up and live. Brother Singh, how do we look at the essence of wake up, waking up? What are we waking up from, and what are we waking up to?
Yes, sir. The Bible says, do not love sleep.
The honey.
And there's no work in the grave.
Oh shit.
So, in essence, you have to wake up and live.
Hallelujah.
Don't love sleep. Don't idle away your dreams. Most I bless you with dreams. And we just never take it up and just move with it. Absolutely. We just say, no, we can't do it, and just put it on the back burner and just never do it. No, yeah. If we get up, man, wake up. You know, when we just come to knowing and understanding and the new age journey before Christ. Yes. Wake up is one of the #1 theme. Because I must say we are sheep. And if you don't wake up, you have to stay a sheep or a robot, you know? It's just a piece of the system moving along, just making the system work how it's supposed to work. And you don't have no say in it. Like, and if you can't do it, then replace you.
Like a pawn, as they would say.
Yes, I.
In the chessboard of life.
So we are saying wake up from Babylon and them lies and them fear. Wake up from all the corruption. Wake up to the truth. The truth shall set you free.
Hallelujah.
People perish for a lack of knowledge, and knowledge will go wake you up to the reality of things.
That's it right there. You know, there is the ephemeral waking up from the psychological state of unknowing, an unconscious state of being. Wake up to the consciousness of being. How is being? How are we in being? And when we can see these things manifesting through our behaviors and activities, our inclinations and our compunctions, then we begin to understand the essence of waking up. in the psychological state of our unknowing. It's like we are in this world, robotoid, you know, being programmed, and so you're fulfilling someone else's idea, vision, or experience of self or of being. And so the robotoid existence, you know, or puppeteering, puppet mastering according to some, has a lot of people on a string balance being off balance by the dictates of those who pull the string. Though we use these as poetic and creative terminologies, they also mean literal states of how lives are determined by the kind of stratifications that are made within the society. What is defined as the acceptable norms and ways in which you are supposed to be able to earn or to somehow provide for your family in whatever mechanism if you're a self-actualizing individual who wants to be self-motivated and self-employed, right? Waking up out of a system purely designed to purport its own desires, which is mechanical at most, and at the least it can be an abstraction of the greater principles we have found in nature. You know, at its greatest, it's very destructive. So it is being in the world but not of the world. It's recognizing that, okay, some people live this way because they believe these things. So I too believe them because I was grown, groomed, and had my being in a culture and in experiences that supported that idea. So therefore, I was asleep to something more truthful, greater, and actually more beneficial. So because I was asleep, and here it is that good music, good thoughts, good words, good offerings touch my soul, then I could now awake and start thinking for myself and start thinking things out more clearly, specifically towards the way that I'm living, so that I don't have to be swayed to and fro by the storms or the stream or the storm surges within their floodgates, right? So especially in the now age where we realize that so many forces are vying for control of our mentation or mentality, because that is consumerism according to the new design of the corporation status, because most of the world's greatest esteem consciousness is moving away from the republic status that moved us out of the monarchical status. So the monarchical status was what we had thousands of years as a sense of power and governance and a way of how to live within the essence of governance, of interaction rather, in the social strata. That was overrun and overcame by the republic system of not being exclusively managed by specific esteemed families, but now it was a system of rotation, right? And so that system of rotation is now superseded by a corporation status where we are becoming products, right? Where the product modification, stimulation, and the what's the word I'm looking for? But that systematic design unconsciousness, right, has now reached its highest level, right? And as they are deregulating a lot of the processes, that's the word, within the society, and they are changing what was the nationalistic ownership then, let's put it that way, of industry or design and consciousness, it's now become owned by corporations, as they now own your resources and hence dictate the policy of operations of major sways. So in this deregulated society now, where the most powerful dominant decides how entire nations are governed now by their power, their might, and how much they design the industry and hence the ways of life within the industry. So as this has become its highest point now, we have to be careful, Brother Singh, because now is more than ever we should wake up to see that the way things were for hundreds, thousands of years have now gradually changed to something that is not democratic, even though they try to tell us that we have a choice, because the choice is a programmed outcome in this result. And so waking up is essential. Brother Singh.
Yes, sir. Man, I recall in my earlier days, I never take Christianity as how I see it now, you know? Because a part of the waking up is a lot of deception, a lot of false knowledge, a lot of lies that look like truth. Because we are wake up, but we need proper direction.
Absolutely.
We can't just take in everything and just take it for, as say, a gospel. You know? We have to dig into the truth, research, do deep research. You can't just listen to one man. You have to read a couple books about it. Watch a couple documentaries, listen to 100 people and hear them view upon the matter. And then you decide in your heart, ask the Most High now, what is the truth to the matter? Because remember, me wake up now and think that Christianity is something that we should be far from. Discard that. I tell people to stay away from Christianity. Because that was my waking up process, thinking that this religion and Christianity thing is just a whole brain mind control tool. I said, I don't want to be a part of this mind control tool. It won't come control my mind.
Especially as you say, you're freeing up now and waking up, yeah.
Yeah, man. So we have to be careful of the information source we are take as gospel. We have to research for ourselves. We have to find out how to research and start research fully into the matter. And just don't listen to a one man and say, all right, this is truth.
That is a great observation and a great point too. Absolutely. Truth differentiated from lie would prove itself by evidence. So part of waking up is to seek truthful evidence to a lot of the beliefs and attitudes, even in the new age. Because they'll say a lot of things and they'll convince people of a lot of different things.
Yes, sir.
But you still have to use evidence to differentiate truth from lie. Philosophically and psychologically, sometimes it does sound very enthralling and engaging, and you want to, you want to be absorbed into it. Because as you say, you're breaking out of, as I was saying, that programming, that design and our entire being should operate now from the music they popularized, that carry their sigil magics and carry their design intent. None of a sudden, the artists dress this way, the society is dressing this way. The artists speak this way, the movies speak this way, people are speaking this way. This re-engineering, according to the corporation status, is so much upon us, right? That, when a person now is beginning to sift through again the lies, right? You have conspiracy theorists would say A, B, C, or D on this and another set left, right, and center. So then when you begin to speak about certain things, people will say, well, that is what this core group is saying or that core group is saying. So here's the thing now, group abstract information and then placate little facts around the information to support the argument, right? It's not akin to just one group, it's all groups, right? According to how this stratified earth is, right? So a lot of times people might hear me speak, like as I'm telling you about the monarchical status, the federal, the republican status we had, and now the corporation status. A lot of people don't realize how much corporations are driving the reality. However, there are conspiracies around corporations, right, and those who own corporations, and that's not where my mind is at. I'm talking about when you can look, literally, go into the catalog of your city and see how much of the major resource producing industries are owned by city government, that means the people. See how much of your stability from electricity to water, right, to now internet, right, to agriculture. Agriculture should have been first, pardon my backwardness, but you know what I mean, right? When you go and check your core industries, is it owned by state government, local government, meaning i.e. the people, the example of those who are supposed to be the ones the law is tenured in, they are the law, right? Are they the owners of these industries? You get to realize that they're all in private ownership, which are conglomerized into multinationals. Sways of industries that in the republic status were nationalized, were nationalistic. So in one sense you have people speaking the political jargon. We ain't talking about the political jargon. We're talking about something you can go and look for, facts beyond lies, right? I'm not speaking no argument, right? I'm speaking facts, truth, hallelujah, full information, right? Ask me a question if you want to know my point of view on something. And the essence of it is that another way in which we can get out of the waking up is to be very careful about some of the mediums on which we're getting the information. To be very careful that sometimes you need to turn those mediums off for a day or 3 or 4 or a week. Call it a fast, call it an internet fast, a TV fast, a music video or music game fast, whatever. Just go on a fast from these devices, from your legislator, from your town council, from your core business group. Just take a fast. And I challenge you to tell me truthfully, because you didn't speak to them, did the sun not shine? Did the air not circulate? Was life not life? And why am I seeming cynical? Is this. Why am I saying that? It's like we have so taken our positions on A, B, and C, governance, resources, beliefs, so much out of context that we forget that they come from the life, which is the gift of God. And that's part of waking up. Wake up to the truth of life. All of those terminologies are in life, but they're not the source of life. They didn't create life from their pedantic nature. God, in all of His splendor, hallelujah, is the source of it all. Waking up to that will make you be able to speak about anything, spearing political arguments, motives. Wake up to be a living being, to pervade existence with soundness of mind and being. The other thing.
Yes, sir. Because the same wake up in line with the same theme of enlightenment and same Christ consciousness, Same waking up, But the ultimate waking up is knowing that Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.
Hey.
And no man come unto the Father but through Him. You see me? Christ is the gateway to the Father. And that is true waking up. From you know that truth. That is waking
Hallelujah.
up to true reality. You see me? Because enough man still discard Christ, Still discard
Shit.
Bible. And them claim so them wake up.
Hallelujah.
You see me? And me did in the position as well. So that's why me can talk like this. And I like say, me never used to burn out Bible and burn out Christianity.
Oh, chef,
Me used to convert people away from Christianity. You see me, so me know. So that is why we are do what we are do. We show them say, John, we used to be in the spot that you are in right now. You see me, and that is why we are do this for show you say, open your eyes same way.
Truly.
Wake up same way, don't sleep. If we are talk about this, take time and do some research. Go pre some testimonies. Testimonies will open your eyes.
True. I read some older books.
Yes, sir.
Before a lot of the modern curve of the ideological shift. Before all of these evolution of these, plastic thoughts, Once we had organic thoughts that would grow and sprout and repeat its own growth through progeny. Now we have things that are like fission, not fusion, right? They're all homogeneous and not heterogeneous. It's like there's no opposite balance to it. Unbalanced, fake, misperceptions becoming standardized reality. It's offsetting. It has real world repercussions, not just ideological. It causes people to believe differently and to create animosity, warfare, create stratifications of division based upon these ideologies. So waking up to the truth of nature, God, source and being is essential. That's something you can do in your own time, and there'll always be a community of like-minded that you'll go through before you come to the only trueness. There are several like-minded communities you will come in contact with, because remember, it's all a growth and expansion of your sense of being. So give Yeshua Mashiach, divine Yahuwah, the glory therein, hallelujah, and the expansive nature of this truth of the Spirit will keep you awakened, keep you enlightened and present in the living cosmos. So until next time, like, share, and subscribe to Seala and Media's Trail Life Experience. Reasoning right here at the Trail Life, yeah? Yeah, with the great Owl and Brother Ramon Singh, and also the Mystic Kush, right? And the Trail Life family. So wake up to the magnificent divine splendor that you are, a gift of being. Listening gift. Perfect love. Perfect love. All right.